Miss R&B singer. But we're not here to talk about that today. We're here to talk about content creation. Let me sip my tea as I always do. I have been meaning to go live the past week, but I'm like, I've been having this sore, gunky throat for the last 9 days now. So I'm like, I just been putting out reels and shorts. I did end up putting the San Diego little 48 hours trip out, and I hope you guys enjoy that. If you haven't been to San Diego, definitely watch that video because it was a vibe, even though that's where I started to feel sick. But yeah, that's the little intro. But I want to get into what is content creating, why your content is sucking and not getting noticed, engagement, strategy, and why small YouTubers are being pushed on YouTube right now. So for for all of you who want to be YouTubers, who want to get free products, get paid brand deals, work with your favorite brands, this is what you gotta do. And I'm gonna let all the saucy sauce out, so you know, like, I mean, I didn't know this at first, but now I do. Now I know. And oh, it doesn't say who's joined. Comment so I know who's with me. I just started. But yes, so why content creators are being pushed on YouTube, small content creators are being pushed right now, is because the algorithm has changed. And right now is the best time to start making content. There's so many people making content right now that all you have to do is follow strategy, follow trending audio. Look, okay, if you just click into YouTube, hold on. If you just click, oh wait, I turned my phone off. If you just click into YouTube and see, if you just scroll through your YouTube feed, look at the content that is being pushed by small creators. What are they posting about? Are they most on my YouTube? It's mostly small YouTubers talking about their journey and what they do to stay on track, stay on a routine, to put out their content. And see, at first when I was starting off making content, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna post one long form video a week on YouTube. I wasn't thinking about Insta, because what does everyone say? Focus on one thing, focus on one platform. But see, I don't listen to that because I be on YouTube and Insta, and I feel like Insta's a good platform for you to push your YouTube content. There is plenty of people on YouTube, there's plenty of people on TikTok, Insta, whatever, but you need a platform to push your content as well. And don't get lost in the sauce, scrolling and consuming, okay? Because that's happened to me, and that like messed with my whole work ethic. But now your girl's back on track. So anyways, get ideas from what's trending on YouTube. Here, let's go on YouTube so I can show you what I'm talking about. Because it really is a strategy. It's not just, okay, I'm just gonna post and I'm gonna go viral. No, it's, you know, I should have went live on this phone because this one is a new YouTube, but because it doesn't show like what I normally watch. But we'll just look. This is new. So if you look at everything that's being, see, I just created this account, so it doesn't show what I normally watch. But let's just see what they push, what type of content they push to people who just made an account. It says, okay, let's go to the top. Oh, All right, there's me. Prison gangs, how prison gangs actually work. Family Guy, The Growth Project, Mid-Year Goal Reflection, the modern world is in chaos, 50 facts about weed. Just an example what YouTube is pushing right now. And what I would click on out of all of these options would be do this before 2024 ends. It's 3.5 hours long. It's 455K views. It was uploaded 2 months ago. I don't know why it's not focusing. But this is what I would click on. Because what is the big trend right now? Glowing up, bettering yourself. How do I become financially free, financially literate in this time period where everything is inflation? Like, everyone wants to be a content creator, and there's nothing wrong with that. Hey kid, how you doing? We're talking about little content creation tips and strategy right now, and I'm just showing. See, I just made this account, so I'm seeing what they're trying to push on YouTube right now. Billionaires do this every morning. End laziness, escape mediocrity. How to brainwash yourself for success and destroy negative thoughts. See, this is what is being pushed right now. Just bettering yourself. People are becoming more, I don't like using this word, but woke. People are becoming more woke to, okay, well, I really can't live like this forever. Like, I'm not from the biggest city. I'm not from the biggest town. The people I know aren't from the biggest towns either. I have a lot of people from New Jersey in my life, East Coast. I'm from the Midwest. And what do we all have in common? Think about it. What do you and all the people around you have in common? Are you always talking about, oh, this business idea, oh, this content I'm making? Most of my conversations with friends, with acquaintances, with strangers, when they ask like, oh, what do you do? I'm always talking about content, and the type of energy you put out is what you're going to receive. So if you're always complaining like, oh my God, like my content isn't being pushed, my content is, I'm shadow banned on Insta, like, oh, I'm not getting any views. What are you doing it for? What are you making content for? Are you making it for yourself, or are you making it for other people? Because for me, it's both. I'm not being selfish. I'm not, oh, I'm just doing this for money. No, that's the wrong point of view to have. If you want to make content and be successful at it, you cannot do it just for the money. If it's just for the money, go get a regular job. Because people complain about their regular job every day. Everyone I know, at least, oh, I gotta work. Oh, okay, well, go do what you actually want to do then. For me, it's being on YouTube, it's content creating, and I see we got a few people in here. That means you're interested in content creation as well. How do you think you can be successful in content creating? Tell me one tip. Tell me one tip that I haven't said. Look, we've only been live for 9 minutes, but I've already given some tea on 4 different strategies to put into your content. Look, even if you don't got it right now, act like it. Have the confidence, because what do salespeople do who are just getting in the game? Let's just say an example for a car dealership, and I'm trying to sell you a car, and I tell you, oh, I'm being shy about it. Oh, I'm new at this. This is a nice car. Do you want this one or do you want this one? Nobody's going to buy from me. No one's going to buy from someone that's not confident. If you hop on this app, if you hop on any platform and act like you're not confident, what is involved in confidence in content creation strategy? Posting consistently, discipline within your content. See, I don't believe in niches. Point blank period. I don't believe in niching. And if you niche, if you know your niche, that is wonderful. Like, I know so many creators that just do skincare, that just do makeup, that just do hair care, beauty. That's wonderful. But if you are interested in multiple things, you like traveling, you like beauty, you like video games, put that all into your content, but make all of your content stick together. So I get a lot of questions about, see, I am a small YouTuber right now. I am a small content creator right now. And it's been a journey. I only started being consistent August 2023, less than a year ago. And what I've learned is people love consistency. And it doesn't matter what day you post, just post once a week a long form video. Go live once a week. Create a content calendar for yourself. Okay? Like, if you feel that you would not do this for free, then this isn't for you. And I'm just being honest. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. If you aren't going to do, if you can't do content for free and go through the process, the progress of content creating, you know, you gotta take the video. You gotta come up with the concept. You gotta come up with key points and factors. What value is your content giving to your audience? That's one. What value are you giving? Do you have a message? Do you have a service, a strategy? What are you offering? What is your offer? Even if you're doing lifestyle content, how I am, I'm just doing my journey. I'm doing my journey in content creation. I like traveling. Just examples. Every time you go on a trip, start filming. Who cares who's watching? Okay? So many people will look, they want to see what you're doing. Oh my God, why is she filming? See, I'm in LA. I live in LA. Nobody cares if you're filming yourself. But back where I'm from in the Midwest, people look at you crazy. So wherever you're in, whatever state, whatever country you're in, you know, you're just gonna have to get used to people looking at you crazy and becoming more confident in filming in public, unless you're doing what I'm doing now, filming in my home, because I don't need no distractions talking about content. You feel me? But anyways, content. Is there any content creating questions? Because I feel I've been dropping some golden nuggets about content creation, and this is just the beginning. There's so many things that go into content, and it can be overwhelming at first, but the best thing you can do is to just start. And I know that sounds cliche. I know that sounds like, well, everyone says that. Well, it's like, well, how are you going to know what works for you if you don't start? In the beginning of my content journey, I posted a song because I'm a singer. I posted a song. I posted my LASIK vlog. I got LASIK done to my eyes. I went on a Tampa trip, a solo Tampa trip. And see, it's not part of a niche, it's part of lifestyle. If you don't know what your niche is, if you aren't a lash tech, you're not a barber, you know, those are niches. That's great, and you will develop a target audience better to go that way. But see, me, I'm lifestyle, baby. We like to talk about our experiences. We like to show off, like, not show off, let me not use that word. We like to show what we're using every day. What do we do? What, you know, I feel like the few women I have in my life that want to dedicate themselves to content, this is what I hear the most. Oh my God, Nadia, I love what you're doing. Like, oh, like you've been getting more traction, more engagement. And if you don't follow me on Insta, my Insta is Nade Payday with 2 Y's. And if you go on there, you'll notice, oh, well, you have been getting more engagement than before. And why is that? Because I've been showing up. That's it. All you got to do is show up. And their main thing is, the females in my life that are like, oh, I want to do content, they're not showing up every day. They're not engaging. If we're talking about YouTube, if we're talking about Insta, you have to engage with other people's content. You can't just post and expect people to watch and engage with you if you're not doing the same. Like, the world does not revolve around you. The world doesn't revolve around me. If I want to make it as a content creator, I need to engage in other content creators' content. That makes sense? Like, it's a lot of work behind it, but let me give you this saying. Losers always feel like they're doing too much. Winners always feel like they're never doing enough. Which one are you gonna be? The L or the W? Because I'm choosing W over here because we can never do enough. You could put out content 3 times a day and nobody will watch it. But you can't get discouraged because of that. Don't let rejection be your fuel. Okay? Let me sip my tea again because my throat. Letting rejection be your fuel as a content creator builds your strength and builds your stability within building your life and your business around this. If you have a service you want to sell, develop your plan. Write it down in your journal. You know, write it down in your notes. Hey K Rose, hey Jody, how y'all doing? My day has been good. Let me just pause and talk to y'all for a second before we get back into content tips and starting out. Where y'all from? Where y'all at? I'm in LA if you don't know, and it is a beautiful day. How we doing? What are we doing on this lovely Saturday besides talking about content creation tips and getting started? You know, I gotta sip my tea as usual. It says, bring me the sunset in a cup. Oh yes, K Rose, I remember. Yes, you know, we were on the other lives together. You told me you were from Ireland. We were talking about the weather. Hey, welcome back. Do you have any questions about like content? Because my journey has been all over the place in a wonderful way. Like, moving out here, I'm just going to be honest, your environment is a reflection of yourself. What you get done every day, what you are exposed to, meaning networking wise. Like back home, the Midwest, there wasn't much for me to get into content wise. Like, yeah, I can film all the content I want, I could put it out as much as I want to, but the networking framing wasn't there. Think about, what is your network right now? Do you have content creator friends? What type of friends do you have around you? Acquaintances, family? What do they do? And what do you want to do? If you want to make content and everyone around you is like, oh, that's just your hobby, oh, you're on your phone all the time. Like, this is things I would hear when I still lived there. Oh my God, you're always on the phone. Oh my God, you're always on the laptop. Yeah, because I'm making content. This is my job. And let's rephrase that, because I don't like the word job, but at the same time, it's like it is what it is. Because when you say job, people automatically assume bad. Calling something your job does not mean it's bad. If you love dogs and you work at a dog daycare, oh, my job is working at a dog daycare. You know, you love it. I'm a content creator. My work is, I'm a content creator, and you need to start talking like that to people. When you think about, oh, I want, like, if say you haven't started yet. I don't know if you've started. Nobody's really told me if they've started on this live yet. If you've started content, if you already make content, or your engagement rate, your analytics. Give me some feedback so I know what we're working with, because all I can really speak upon is my experience if I don't know what is going on with you. Because I want to know about you. Are you making content? Like, let me check out your content, okay? We all love some good content. We are majority on YouTube, Insta, all these apps every day. At a certain point of time, we check these apps. Hey Marcus. Oh, look at you, 100 subs. So what kind of content do you make? And how many times have you posted? I'm assuming you're new. You're new at it with 100 subs right now. I feel like the subs aren't, I mean, yes, subs matter because of social agreement. Because when people see, oh, you have subscribers, oh my God, they must have traction, they must be providing value, I'm gonna click on them. Yes, subscribers matter, but if you really want to make content creation your job, watch hours is what matters. So if you say, I know a few creators that, you know, they have a small amount of subs, but they have a lot of watch hours. Don't assume just because someone has 80K subs that they're making money from social media. Just because of, I know people who have a lot of subscribers, have a lot of followers, they aren't making money. They're just getting sent, you know, free PR, and, you know, that's fine. If they don't want to go that route, that's fine. But if you are one of them that I want content to be my work, I want my job, my full-time job to be ran off of content. It doesn't matter how many subs, followers you have. It really doesn't. It's all about the watch hours. YouTube, you need 3,000 watch hours in order to be monetized. What type of value can you make 3,000 hours worth of content? That's how I think of it. You need 3,000 watch hours. One video can get you to 3,000 watch hours just by looking up what's trending. So let's go on YouTube again. Say, okay, this is what's showing up on my end. Trump's second term, how to find your purpose. Reality is a mirror. Reveals how to talk with spirits. Like, this is all what's trending right now. And think about it. If you start posting things based on what's trending, your views will go up. But make sure that you're actually interested and passionate about it, else you're not going to be consistent with it. That is the one thing I've learned, is what I like to watch content on, that's the type of content I post. Because I could be like, oh my God, I'm like, don't be a fraud, okay? Don't do this scheming and scamming, because it's BS. It's BS. Don't be a schemer, a scammer. These people out here, like, oh my God, I sell digital products and I'm selling an ebook that says 0 to 100K in 30 days. If you haven't done that, don't do it. That's scheming, that's scamming. Okay? I have not made 100K in 30 days yet. So I'm not going to put an ebook out that says 0 to 100K or getting rich quick schemes. Yes, we can all get rich very quick, but don't be fraudulent in doing this. There's so many scams, so many fraud stuff online, on social media telling you, oh, if you buy my course, you're going to make this X amount. And see, I fell victim to it before. I fell victim to it. One time I did a digital products done for you, DFY. That's how it looked. Done for you. I bought it when I was in a desperate time. It was only $50. It was only $50, but as soon as I clicked into it, it was so low quality. And it's like her Insta, this was way back, but her Insta looked so polished. It looked beautiful. And that's why I'm telling you, do your research, look at reviews before investing in something. Because that's fraudulent. She was doing fraudulent shit, and you don't want to be that. You want to be the real top tier GOAT to your audience. You want to provide them real sauce, no gatekeeping. And honestly, I feel I'm not going to sell digital products or anything until I've built up my repertoire. I don't think that was the right word. Until I built up more traction. You know, you can sell anything no matter how much traction you've got, but it really has to be like on point. It needs to be on point. Your marketing has to be great. And if you don't have the cap or the budget for that, starting off like this, putting your time and energy into providing value. And that's, you know what, I think that's something I'll add into the title, is providing value as a content creator. Because so many people hop on here and talk bullshit. They talk bullshit. They want to fill your head up with, oh, well, if you want this, you're going to get this. I just seen this fitness program. My friend runs a fitness program. She actually makes really good money off of her fitness program. But other people who come to her site are like, oh, well, you're not certified. You're not. Do you see her body? She's literally posted her progress from this to this. You see results. One thing is, you don't need to be certified to get results. And that's one amazing thing about nowadays. You don't need to spend money to be good at something, as long as you're consistent, as long as you dedicate and have a passion for it. Because that's like me. See, I'm not a fitness girl. I'm not in the fitness niche at all. That would be like me going and seeing an ad saying, if you promote this fitness program, you'll make $10,000 a month. And say I fell for it. I'm like, oh, I want to make $10,000 a month. And I click it. I'm like, I don't even do fitness, but all I have to do is promote it and show off like I'm actually doing it. That's just like, I had a friend recently who got scammed by a fake real estate agent off of social media. This woman goes to open houses, and she shows off the house like, oh, you know, we're selling it for this. It has all these specs. She does her research, okay? This scam artist woman does her research on these houses, goes to the open house, pretends like she's selling the house, and people send her money for a place, and they never get it back, and they never get to see the house. But that's one thing too, it's on both of you, because the girl, my friend, I don't think she did much research on her, because I would never pay a real estate agent unless I've actually seen the property. Isn't that common sense? Tell me, is that common sense? Would you pay for a property, for lands, for your house if you haven't even seen it? If you haven't even stepped into it? And this is the thing about social media. Don't be a scam artist out here. Like, God is great, but karma goes around. Karma is real. And that woman, something's going to happen if it already hasn't happened, because she scammed so many people out of thousands of dollars, and she dedicated her social media base off of scamming. What do you want to post about? Do you want to post about glowing up into your best self? Do you want to post your fitness journey? Do you want to post, okay, this is how I actually provide value to my audience? Tell me, I want to know. Like, what do you like posting about? What do you post about? What do you watch? What type of content do you like to watch? Me, I watch a lot of self development, wellness. I listen to R&B. So this is what I put out, because this is what I know about. And that was just like the sales pitch that I said earlier. If you want to get into something and you know you're going to be passionate, know you're going to be consistent about it, with going forth in it and learning more about it, while also being confident while putting out your pitch. Because look, as a salesperson, you should be able to sell anything. If you know, I could see this phone. Say you already have a phone, but you need to know how to sell this phone too. Meaning, say you're outside and you see someone on their phone, but you want to sell this because you need the money bad. What can you say for someone to buy this if they already have a phone? You know? There's a way in sales. There's two ways of sales. The salesperson who is, how do I say? They aren't straight. They don't listen. They don't care about you. They don't care about you. They just want their dollar. They just want their commission. And then there's the other type of salesperson who is listening to you, seeing how you feel, seeing what you want, what type of emotion, what type of feeling of home do you get with this service or product. That's the same thing as content. You thought I was going on a rant. No, this actually ties into content. Okay? I could be talking about, oh my God, look at my banging body, and fucking body spray some abs on myself and sell you a fitness program. But that would be fraudulent. And I'm not about that. I'm very straightforward. I like coming correct and telling you what I know. Why would I inform you on something I don't know about? I can tell you, okay, I'm learning about stocks and investing in finance, but I can't tell you invest in this because it's the best when I don't even know about it. You know what I mean? But let's get into that. So investing while in content creation. What do you need to invest into in order for your content to be? What do you need? Well, first of all, go to your settings in your phone. I'm going to show you something, some TT. If your content doesn't look the best quality, I know I'm on live right now and it's not the best lighting, quality, whatever. But I'm talking about when you actually post content on YouTube or Insta. Go to your settings. Okay. Scroll all the way down to camera. camera, okay, and see what it says on top, record video. What is the FPS at? What is the FPS on your camera? On my phone that I just got, they program it at 1080 HD at 30 FPS. Look, I'm not a guru at settings in camera, but I know that 4K is the best quality you can get. If you're a content creator, your quality needs to be top tier. So change it from this 1080 FPS to 4K at 60 FPS right now. I am almost guaranteeing you, if you have an iPhone 14 or older, it's programmed at 1080 HD at 30 FPS. Change it to 4K right now. Change it to 4K. If you're a content creator, you need the best quality, and 4K is the best quality. You don't need to understand why it's the best quality. You just need to put 4K at 60 FPS. Okay? So that's the first thing I'm going to tell you to do. Now it says 4K at 60 FPS on record video in your camera settings. That's the first thing you need to do. So when you start recording, record with this camera. Well, obviously we're on live, so we're on this. But always, if you're filming for content, always film with the front camera. Okay? Always film with the front because it's better quality. You have two cameras here, you have one little camera on this side. You don't want to have bad quality. And if you're wondering, why does that matter? As long as I get the content, as long as I get the video footage, why does the quality matter? Well, nowadays, would you go to a movie at a movie theater that you can't feel like you're there? Would you go there for low quality, year of 2000 quality? Say we're back in 2000, baby. I'm bringing it back. And if you're not that old, let's say like 2005. 2005 video quality. Think about it. Think about it. It's a little nostalgia. It's a little nostalgia thinking back to those movies. Like, say you put on Shrek or the Muppets or something right now. Their quality is, right now it's so advanced. That quality is like way back here, and we're here. Nowadays we're here where we feel like we're immersed in the movie. We're immersed in the footage. We feel like we're here. We feel it. You know? You want to make your audience feel like they're here with you, that they're having an experience. There's so many people that put out trash content. And look, I admit it, I have put out some trash content as well. Right? I've half-assed content before, but now I don't, because I'm like, would I want to see half-assed quality videos? No, I would not. I don't want to watch a half-assed quality video. So instead of thinking, oh, I need to put it out, I need to be on this day, it needs to be perfect. No, squash that. Stop thinking it needs to be perfect. Okay? It doesn't. You just need to do it and get it done and do it right the first time. Because going back and forth, having to do stuff over again, no. Put your light on. I have a ring light. So if we're talking about content, what you need to have the best content. Obviously, natural light is the best. So if I'm over by the window bright early in the morning, I get really good direct sunlight. But sometimes I don't like waking up at 6 a.m. You know, that's like perfect lighting. But if you don't have that much light in your home, if you're filming at nighttime, Get lights. Get a ring light, have a clip-on light for your phone, and panel lights. Panel lights are top tier. Panel lights are top tier. And if you need, if you're like, where do I get these? I have a link in my bio that takes you directly to Amazon. That is to the ring light. That's to the clip-on phone light. That is to the panel lights. That is to the, I have a case on my phone that has 200% instead of 100%. Do you want 200% on your phone instead of 100, so you're able to make content and have your personal business on there as well? I think so. Getting a 200% case and a block for the camera. So this one is naked. This iPhone is naked. It doesn't have protection around the camera. So if I drop this right now and the camera cracks, I'm fucked. You know, I'll have to get a whole new phone if this drops, because this camera isn't protected. I can't show you because it's on this phone, but there's camera protection. It's just a little piece that goes around your camera. It's the same size as this, and you slap it right on and it protects your camera. So if you were to drop your phone, your camera is not cracking. It's not cracking, baby, okay? And we don't want our content, our job, our money maker, our passion and love to break on us or to die. Okay? So, do we have any questions? I've been talking a lot. I've been drinking all this tea that I may need to pee. So, I'm going to take a break for a second. And I'll literally be gone for a minute. So once I get back, there has to be a question. There has to be at least one question in the chat so I can answer you and we can talk and have a conversation. All right, so I'm gonna mute for a second and I'll be right back. All right, we're back. All right, K Rose, what's your favorite part about making content? Honestly, I like having, like, I've always felt that I've been like a loner, and I'm like, I'm in my grown woman era now of wanting to have a community that we can all vibe off each other. We understand each other. We educate each other on what we're doing, what is working in our life. If you're struggling with finances, I got you on what works for me, you know, instead of having a community that, like where I'm from, people don't want to help you. They want to gatekeep on everything. They want to be paid for every single thing. Like, oh, you need help literally moving to a new house. Oh, well, what about this? Like, creating a genuine community that isn't revolved all on money. Let's teach each other how to make $1. Let's teach each other how to invest. Let's teach each other glow up tactics that work for me, that may work for you. What are things that you do that may help me? Because everyone we meet, everyone we know, knows something that we don't know. We can learn something from every single person we meet. And I've been trying to challenge myself to, okay, well, instead of talking about myself to people, I ask them questions about themselves. Majority of people love talking about themselves, you know? And people will make fun of content creators and influencers like, oh, they've got it so easy. All they do is broadcast their life and talk about themselves on social media all day. I've actually heard this like 2 or 3 times. And I'm like, so do you use YouTube? And they'll be like, yeah. And I'm like, what do you watch on YouTube? The one person said, oh, I watch skateboarding and how to do flips and tricks on a skateboard. And I was like, so if they didn't post that content, would you know how to do that? No, because I don't know anyone else who skates. I just started on my own. So are you making fun of them for having a skateboarding channel, but you want to say influencing, content creating, blah, blah, blah to me? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Come correct or go home. Don't say anything at all. This is what, this is where I like to challenge people, because a lot of people feel like they know everything and they know it all when they don't know anything. And I'm very open-minded. I don't like to, I don't demean people. I don't make people feel dumb, but I prove points. So the other person who is like, oh, I watch a lot of, like, what's his name? Bob Proctor and like billionaire stuff, like billionaire hacks, tactics, what they did to become a billionaire. This other person said to me that was like making fun of content creators. And I'm like, so you watch them on YouTube, right? Yeah, obviously, because he didn't go to one of his one of his like in-person talks. And I'm like, so he provides you value. Does that actually help you in your life? Yes. Well, content creating is a real job. Like, it's not, some people take it as for fun, but a majority of people actually take it serious for a job. They want to get paid for what, oh, I don't have my Wi-Fi on. Okay. Some people actually want to get paid for doing what they love. Okay. Is it glitching? Am I glitching? Or am I okay? Because I just turned the Wi-Fi on. I think it's glitching a little bit. Let me know. Okay, my phone is getting low, but we're gonna talk until it dies. So bear with me. But yeah, so there's different viewpoints, obviously, to content depending on generation, moral, value, blah, blah, blah. And I'm assuming that those two people that said that, for example, we're saying content creators who do like a lifestyle and who go to the spa and do their face care, you know, skincare routines on video and post it. I'm assuming they were meaning, because I didn't get into it in depth, but I'm assuming they were saying that about those type of creators. Oh, they don't provide value. It's just your skincare. Well, that's because that doesn't matter to you. There's this thing called the target audience. Do you know what a target audience is? Do you know your target audience? Because people who value you will find you. Look, if you put out that you are a magnet for your tribe oh, I'm putting out the energy right now that I'm attracting my target audience. People, like, I have a friend that has very limiting beliefs about herself, like, oh, I can't do that because I'm not qualified. You can do anything you put your mind to. Say it again with me. I can do anything I put my mind to. You don't need to be qualified for a lot of things nowadays. It is not, what, 1950? I wasn't even alive, but I know it was way different back then, and you had to be qualified to, in the big jobs, a doctor, a lawyer, you know. And nowadays people are literally making money off of just being themselves. Do you want to be yourself? Do you want to be $250,000 in debt for going to law school, to going to doctor school? I mean, if you want to be a doctor or a lawyer, I love it. Like, I love, like, people who are really on it and they're passionate. They don't care about the debt. They just want to be this person. They want to live this life and have this lifestyle. I'm so happy for you. I'm glad that you are going towards what you want to do in life and not listening to other people. That's amazing. But I'm just saying, like, the people who are like, oh, I don't want to go to school, but I don't know what I want to do with my life yet, but I kind of want to content create, but put your all into it. Before, I didn't put my all into it, and that's when my content started sucking. And, you know, obviously there's personal reasons that got in the way, but it's always coming out of it, you know. God comes to you in the hardest of times and pulls you out of it. You feel like it's never going to get better. It is going to get better. You just have to believe. Your mind is the strongest muscle of your body. If you think like, oh, I know I'm going to be rich. If you like, just, oh, I know I'm going to be rich. Yeah, I'm going to be rich somehow. I know it. I'm not worried. Give all your worries to God or whoever you believe in, the universe, and just let it happen. Let it unfold. I know I'm going to be rich. If you just keep saying that, oh, I know I'm going to be a content creator and be rich off of content creating. Oh, I know it will set me free to start being myself and putting out content. If you start thinking like that instead of, I'm not qualified, I don't know what to talk about, I don't feel confident in how I look or how I present myself, I'm not good at speaking. In a lot of my talking videos, I stutter, I stumble, I take pauses, I look off into space like this. But you know what? People's attention spans are so short nowadays. If you don't hook someone in your 30 seconds, in your first 30 seconds, you are not going to get a viewer for that full amount of time, for that full amount of the video. A lot of people click off within 30 seconds on a YouTube video. If you don't hook them in, if you aren't, okay, see your target audience, you hook them in and you still keep it interesting as you keep going. But if you hook them in and then it gets boring, it's like blah, and then your quality just turns to shit, you're not going to keep that video engaging. And you want your videos to be engaging, right? That's my friend who we're supposed to go on Instagram Live. All right, I'm gonna hop off of this YouTube Live and hop onto Insta Live. If you guys liked what I've been talking about, if you guys want to hear more about content, I am going to go live with my friend who is a bigger content creator than me. My Insta is here. I'll put it in